Okay, before you get started in your Origo workbook, make sure that you have answered this question in our Google Classroom. It says, for step 1, read the problem to yourself. You'll have to click on this picture and answer all the questions in this comment box. 1, is the problem about addition or subtraction? And how did you decide? Number 2, how can you find the total? So when you click on the problem, it says 12 marbles are in the bag. 25 more marbles are dropped into the same bag. How many marbles are now in the bag? So think about the question. Is the operation we're wanting to do addition or subtraction? How did you decide? Which means what words in the problem made you believe that you needed to add or subtract? Then think about the parts of the problem. Do we already know the total? Do you know the parts? Is there a way where you could find the total for this problem? What would you do? Put all of your thoughts in the comment box below the question. So think to yourself to comment right here. Is the problem about addition or subtraction? How did you decide? What were the words in the problem that told you you needed to either add or subtract? And question number 2, how can you find the total? Make sure to put all your thoughts into these comments. After you have posted your comments, then turn to your Origo workbook to page 48 and 49. Put the date at the top. Let's look at our step in. It says this table shows the cost of a team uniform. Wildcats order form, we have short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, shorts, pants, jacket, and each of their costs. If Stella orders a pair of shorts and a long sleeve shirt, how could you figure out the total cost of the purchase? So think about what we learned last week and how we write an addition equation. Below that space, write your addition equation and how you would solve to find how much the total cost of a pair of shorts and a long sleeve shirt is. Be extra careful how you are reading this table and the costs of each item. Press pause so that you may solve to find the total cost of the purchase. Now Stella drew jumps on the number line to figure out the total cost. Let's see if her jumps match how you solved in your equations. So if we describe the jumps that Stella made, first we can see she started at 25, then made a jump of 10 and landed on 35, made another jump of 10 to land on 45. How does that match your equations? It should match because you started with the larger number, 25, for the long sleeve shirt, and made two jumps of 10, because the shorts cost $20, which got you a total of $45 for both items. Can you think of another way to figure out the total? Pause so that you can describe how else you could figure out the total in your workbook. Next, let's look at our step up on page 48. It says you are going to use the table at the top of this page to solve each problem for A and B. Then write the answer in the box. and show your thinking. We will continue to use the strategies we've learned to solve addition equations. So you will use this page to use the strategy we have learned. So on this page, think about the strategies we have learned. You can either use a hundreds chart and draw in this space the part of the hundreds chart you used. You could draw base 10 blocks in one of these areas. You could use place value equations where we added on 10, then 1s, or you can use equations to add on 1s, then 10s. And the last strategy we learned was the number line. I want you to make sure that you use 2 strategies to show your work on this page. Then on page 49, you have 4 different problems to solve, and you will do the same thing on these pages that I've given you. Here, you have plenty of room to show 2 strategies for each of the 4 problems. When you are finished, you will just place your extra pages in your workbook, and when I return, we will tape them back. Don't forget to do the step ahead at the bottom of your page. You can solve it any way you would like. It says, write the answer to this problem in the box. You can draw pictures or write number sentences or equations to show your thinking. It says, Tomas buys a hat for $11 and 1 team shirt for $25. Tomas is a member of the club, so he gets $5 off the total price. What amount does he pay? So there's more steps of thinking needed to solve this problem. Show as much work as you can in your page. If you need more room, you know you can get a piece of notebook paper that we can tape to your workbook. When you're finished, you can pal talk with your work with a partner, then leave your workbook open on your desk and quietly play a math game. Please listen for Ms. Henty's directions on what she would like for you to do.